Tired of having messed up worlds when it comes to rendering on your game? Did you ever want to have a chance to really have the PC experience? And if that's the case, then what would you do as far as asking for the PC experience? Would you switch to PC? Or do you not have the gaming PC to run the game? Well, if the case is you don't have the gaming PC to run the game, then how would you get the, at least in my opinion, full map experience? Well, I think I have the answer for you Don't Starve Council players. Now, this applies mostly to Don't Starve Council players, as I don't think I've ever seen this issue on Don't Starve PC, because the PC can handle bigger, and better renders than of course the console can. But with that being said, hello everybody, Accureye here, and welcome to, at least in my opinion, a way to make your console gaming Don't Starve experience better. Now, you're probably thinking, Accureye, what do you mean by make your Don't Starve console experience better? I've never seen an issue or a problem with Don't Starve Console Edition. And maybe you haven't, but if you're a Don't Starve PC player, and you've also tried the console edition of Don't Starve, then you probably have already realized or come to the realization that, oh, well, crap, there is a problem here. And the problem being, I don't have the full map experience. I'm not getting the same generated map that would be from Don't Starve PC edition. And how do I fix this? What is the fix? How do I make this to where I can gain the full Don't Starve console experience, or the full Don't Starve PC experience when it comes to maps and stuff? Well, the map generator is probably the best way to do this. Now, what does the map generator do? What the heck is the map generator for? How does this work? Well, the Don't Starve map generator allows you to generate the maps in any way possible. As you probably have looked at, if you've ever messed with the settings on Don't Starve Console Edition for Don't Starve or Don't Starve Together, you probably noticed that there are some sliders that you can adjust. Now, you probably are thinking, Accureye, why would I ever adjust these sliders? Because the Don't Starve world seems perfect to me. And maybe to you, it is perfect. But for those of us who like having the full, I would say, PC experience, obviously you gotta make less of a compromise when it comes down to it. And to make less of a compromise, you gotta make a bigger world. Now, this does mean that in Don't Starve, you will have a much longer exploration time. You will have to explore a lot more in just a short amount of time, like 11 days. But this does make it to where you generate the basic PC world. The PC world that most PC players will come to know and experience. And it also makes it to where there's less of a well, that was weird. How the heck did this biome mesh with this biome? And it's less of a question of like, oh, well, crap, this biome meshed with this biome. How am I going to find the resources for this? How am I going to find beefalo? How am I going to find this? How does that happen? So, I mean, at the end of the day, the best way to, of course, remedy this is by making the world larger. Now, as I've said, this does mean that the world will be longer to explore. It will be harder to maybe find the perfect place for you to base. But at the end of the day, this should still be able to allow you to get a generated map and a generated world where everything is pretty much on par. Everything is pretty much where it should be. Everything is generated pretty much perfectly. And with that having been said, it does create a world where, okay, I can find beefalo. No problem. I can find the rock biome. No problem. I can find the desert. No problem. I can find the oasis. No problem. I can find volcanoes absolutely with no issue. I can see where the hounds would spawn, because, I mean, let's face it, sometimes hounds don't spawn in the game as much as they would in PC. So, it's like resources no longer are compromisable. It's no longer like, oh, well, it's not going to be hard for me to find renewable resources if something becomes diseased in my farm. You know, everything will start to become a little bit easier every time. And, you know, it may become a preferred generated way of playing the console edition. It may become your way of, like, you know, enjoying the game and playing the game. So, you know, with that being said, I mean, obviously I would say that it does allow you to, you know, like I said, join or find the perfect mesh of, you know, of good to bad in a way, or, you know, of, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's like, it's easier to find everything exactly where it should be, or at least where you want it to be. It shouldn't become a question of, oh, I can't find this, now what am I going to do? Oh, I can't find this, now what am I going to do? It's going to become a little bit more like, oh, I can find this, lovely, now I'm good, you know. Oh, this is available, nice, I can do whatever, you know. And of course, it also may make it easier for you to find a place to base. As you'll see here, I'm starting to make a base because obviously I want to do a little bit more of a in-detailed idea of, you know, starting your base. What you probably should have on hand. And just in general, you know, my tips and tricks and ideas for of course, building a base. So, of course, you know, this is kind of in junction of what of working in an off-stream thing. Just sometimes I'm doing off-stream for those of you who are still struggling with Don't Starve. If this is your first time, I mean, many of you may think that you're a Don't Starve expert because, you know, you've created a mega base. You've survived for 1,000 days. But, you know, most of you have never ever completed adventure mode. And it's like, adventure mode is truly where the bragging rights are. If you've completed adventure mode like I have, I mean, you obviously have some bragging rights. You obviously know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're looking for. You know exactly what it takes to survive beyond just a mega base. I mean, you could do things that most people would never dare to do. And it's because, of course, you know, most people, for instance, when Deer Corps comes around, most of us who've never completed adventure mode, or most people who've never completed adventure mode, or done anything like that, may never actually go after Deer Corps, may never actually fight Deer Corps, and you know, that's fine. If you can't fight Deer Corps, that's fine. It's okay if you're not able to fight Deer Corps or anything like that. But, you know, but of course, for PlayStation players, the 0.1% of us, as of the last time I checked the achievement, the 0.1% of us who have completed adventure mode, we will go after things that you may not dare to go after. And I mean, you know, again, nothing against those players who have never, you know, been able to, you know, complete adventure mode or anything like that. But it's like, you know, as of the last time I checked Don't Starve achievements, you know, there's about like a 0.2% of us who have ever been able to actually, you know, survive, or, you know, or even just complete adventure mode, because it's so difficult. I mean, let's face it, it is very, very difficult. It is, you know, very, very, you know, hard to do. And, I mean, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah. But anyway, you know, yeah. That's the thing. It's just like, you know, it is just a case that you'll see, and a case, you know, that does happen. So, you know, yeah. But anyway, I mean, hopefully this has helped you with generating worlds and being able to basically survive, if you will. Obviously, I would say that this is just me working partly on other things that I've done. I'm doing for base generation and whatnot. All the stuff that I'm doing is just partly to prepare myself and prepare you for other things that are going on, like base generation. I will also talk about, building how to defeat every boss. Or every giant. Because, I know some of you may struggle with giants, and some of you are going to go, oh, whoa, hang on, you're going to go after a giant? No way, I'm not going after a giant. So, I'm going to try to make giants as easy as possible. I want to make sure that you two know exactly how to defeat a giant. Because defeating giants really isn't that hard. It's not as difficult as most people will claim it is. I've soloed deer clubs. For instance, I've soloed deer clubs on Don't Starve Together. And, for those of you who are playing Don't Starve, it's like, oh, deer clubs, he's not that tough on solo survival. And true, he's not that tough because he has lower health. But to survive deer clubs on Don't Starve Together alone, where it wasn't really meant to be defeated alone, is kind of, at least to me, an achievement. So, yeah. But, that's for a later on video. Those are for future videos. But with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, get subscribed, hit the bell notification because I know you want to know when my next video drops next. Thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for watching this video. And, yeah. Whenever, and of course, if you want to join me on Twitch live, you can join me on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Accureye. I am live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday for sure for about 4 to 5 hours. But I'm also live on Monday, Tuesday. I've also been live lately on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and potentially Sunday. Friday and Sunday are always going to be potential bonus streams. You never know if they're going to be a real stream or not. But those streams do happen just like the Monday and Tuesday streams. They'll be about 2 to 3 hours long. And yeah, with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today for this video. Thank you for watching this video. And yeah, until the next one, everybody. This is Accureye signing out and saying farewell, everyone.